With the season wrapped up now for Villa, it is time to talk about transfers. I know it's a little bit early, but let's be honest, we've been linked to a load of players. And I'm not going to sit here and start talking about some of the stupid links, like, Dave off Twitter saying that John McGinn's going to be on loan to Norwich next season. Dave, it's not happening. I'm sorry, mate, it's just not happening. But I'm going to talk about some of the links that we've been linked to who have a little bit of substance behind it, let's just say it. So yeah, if you're going to stick around, please subscribe to the channel. We are so close now to getting to 1,000. If we can get there this summer, it would mean the most to me and Ben. So yeah, we'll just get straight into this. Of course, with Aston Villa's impressive end to the season, getting into a European place, I'm sure this transfer window is going to be that bit more interesting, purely because we can entice better quality players, let's be honest. So yeah, starting with Harvey Barnes, 25 years old, obviously plays for Leicester, 13 goals, and has just been relegated to the Championship. Ideal for me, very ideal. There's a few reasons. Scored 13 goals in a season where, they've gone down, and scored one against us in a time where we were on this 10-game unbeaten run. And it was very rare for us to concede a goal, but he broke through our defence and fair play. And I'm not saying he'd start for us. He'd be amazing coming off the bench. There will obviously be games that he'd start for us. But the thing that makes me think this could really happen is we're close to him. And I've seen a bit of talk online that he'd probably want to come to a club closer to him than like the likes of West Ham, which are a bit further out. Probably because of family reasons. So, in my opinion, a player like that, if we can get that all sorted, I'd be really happy with it. See, that is Harvey Barnes. Next player on the list, Marco Asensio. Marco Asensio, he seems to be the player that we're linked with right now with the most substance behind it, because there's a lot of talk saying that we're the closest to signing him. 27 years old, 9 goals this season, plays for Real Madrid. Get him signed. He would be perfect under Unai Emery. I think Emery's that sort of manager who could really, really get the most out of someone like him. And obviously, with what I was talking about earlier, we're in Europe, aren't we? So that should help entice him come to the club. I know he is linked with a few Italian clubs as well. I think PSG's after him. I might be wrong about that, but to get a player like that as well from a massive victorious club like Real Madrid, that is saying something to me. It's a bit of a statement signing. And it will definitely help our attacking flair at the club. I'll never disrespect Ollie Watkins because he's done so much for us. He's been our best striker in years. Obviously Tammy Abraham was amazing for us, but that was the Championship. And I take Tammy Abraham. Obviously, I would take him back 100%. But with Watkins, he's been very, very important to us. So I'll never, ever slag him off. But if we can keep improving that attacking role, it will only help him and the club even more. And we're going to need more players because we're going to be playing in the conference, the Prem, the Cups. We're going to need more players because right now we are playing with a very thin squad. And it's not even just because of injuries. We just don't have that many players, to be fair. But yeah, that is Marco Asensio. Definitely sign him. But then the next one, I might as well just say both of them because it wasn't too long. We were basically linked with both of them for about 100 million. Dusan Vlahovic, Ferran Torres. If them two step foot in my club and sign on, I don't know how to react because I'm a big fan of Vlahovic, obviously from Juventus. He's obviously the 23 years old, 10 goals this season. And he would absolutely improve us even more. And then you talk about the likes of Ferran Torres, 4 goals for Barcelona this season, 23 years old as well. His situation's a little bit different because it does not look like the Barcelona fans are too fond of him. I don't think he's got that many minutes there either. And let's be honest, he was playing for Man City not long ago, and he did help them win the Premier League. So if we can you know, sign him, that would be amazing. That would be amazing. I mean, there's not too much talk in it right now, but you know, it was everywhere when it first came out that we were looking to go for them both. And if he was, then you know, it just shows how ambitious we are to improve even more. Because, you know, I'll say again, us getting into Europe again, yes, it is the conference, but you know, it's a step in the right direction to get into Europa League, even Champions League one day. And I do believe in the process, of course I do, because it's clearly working now. And if we can get these two players in, it will definitely improve us and it will help us get to there. So yeah, that is Vlahovic and Torres. Now, the last player I'm going to talk about now is a player that I just really hope we sign, because I just know if we sign him, it would all go off. Villa Park will be absolutely rocking, and we've seen it at Arsenal anyway. We've seen it at Arsenal. Mateo Guendouzi, 24 years old, obviously a midfielder at Marseille, scored about 2 goals this season. He was absolutely amazing under Unai, and he's only got better at Marseille. And we tried to get him in January, but it looked like he wanted to end the season off with Marseille. And, you know, it's just, it does look like he wants to be reunited with Emery. There hasn't been too much talk recently, but I think it's a player that we're definitely still interested in. And we've just got to go for him, because we've seen how these two are. He's just amazing, this guy. I mean, he has that flair about him. You know, you saw him at Arsenal. He had a bit of a nasty streak. We need that. We need you know, fiery players at Villa. We've got them now, but if we can get even more, it would really help as well. And you know, it's just a player I think would really suit us. Obviously, he's someone who's been linked with West Ham as well. But if we can get Guendouzi in that Villa, bloody fair play to Villa. That's all I can say. Fair play to Villa. And, you know, we're going for another young player there. So it's not like we're going for any oldie. And we ain't got too long left in his career. We've got someone who's genuinely really good for his age. You know, obviously he knows Boubacar Kamara as well. You know, talk about him. We got him on the bloody free transfer last season. He's worth about 50 million now. So if we can get Mateo Guendouzi at Aston Villa, we are talking. That is all I can say. But yeah, that is the last transfer room I'll be talking about. Yeah, there's a lot of other ones on my mind, like, you know, players I'd love to have at Villa. I'd still love to have James Ward-Prowse. I'd still, you know, there's a load. There's an absolute load that we've been linked with right now. But the ones I've said here would definitely improve us. And yes, I haven't spoke about a goalkeeper because we don't know the situation right now. I don't want to be going online and looking at links to Man United, Chelsea, Tottenham for Emi Martinez. I don't want to see it, because if that happens, I just won't be happy. Let's just say that. But yeah, thanks for watching the video, guys. If you have any opinions on what I said, any opinions on players that we should be looking at, leave them down in the comment section. And yeah, up the Villa, with the pride of Villa. We'll see you in the next video.